Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly video predictions for the last episodes for Fear the Walking Dead Season 2. Next weekend we have the double finale, Episode 14, Wrath, and Episode 15, North. And spoiler warning, of course, if you guys are not caught up on Fear. If you missed my review for episode 13, I'll put the link in the description. I think it was an awesome episode, Date of Death. Really love to see what they're doing with Travis and Chris. So for more, my thoughts on it, click the link for the review. Watch the review because it was a really great episode. So setting us up for what should be a pretty amazing finale. Maybe the peak for Fear the Walking Dead. We'll have to see. I mean, the season 1 finale was really good, and up until now, I think that's probably still the best episode of Fear in retrospect. They had some really good ones first half of season 2. Episode 13 was probably the best of the second half. Do Not Disturb was really good too. So we've had some really great episodes, but I am really, really, really excited for this finale for Fear. The only thing I'm more excited for is for the premiere of season 7 for The Walking Dead. But yeah, this double finale should be great, man. I mean, they don't usually do this. This is kind of different for AMC to do like 2 episodes in the same weekend. Usually they space them out. So I'm not sure why they decided or opted to release them both this upcoming weekend. But I'm happy that they are because it should be an awesome double finale. And of course, I'll see you guys back after that for the reviews and everything. And we'll do some Q&As this week leading up to it because this will be the last week leading up to the finale. And then season 2 is over for Fear. So send me your questions for the Q&As this week, guys. Definitely do a couple for Fear. Absolutely. So episode 14 is called Wrath. Episode 15 is called North. So we've got 2 main things happening in these episodes. In the promo, too, I'll put the link in the description for the promo. I suppose you could call it 3 things. We have Ofelia, and she's going around killing some zombies, doing some stuff. We don't know for sure 100% what, but my prediction for it was, and a lot of people have felt the same way, that we'll probably see her run into her dad. I think that's a good prediction. I think that makes sense. And it would bring Daniel back into the series. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen with her. That's what I think her big, spotlight moment is going to be for the finale, is to find her father, and then maybe the 2 of them will decide to go off and find, the rest of the group, which is great because I like Daniel. I think he's maybe one of the better early survivors from Fear, one of my favorites for sure. So that's kind of my prediction for that. Not much to say about her part in the promo. You got her kicking a door. You got her smashing some zombies. She's got her hammer and stuff. So it looks pretty decent, and we'll see how that goes. We've got Nick asking Luciana to please come away with me or to leave, pretty much. And then Luciana says in a different clip, I think, do what you do, Nick, run. And then we have Nick who's kind of leaving. He's got like a bag with him. He's got, again, the gut trick, a little bit of blood. And I do mean a little bit, like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. And he's good. Covers the rest of his body. He's walking around like it's no big deal. Zombies aren't noticing. So it's whatever. So, will Nick leave Luciana? And we do actually have some descriptions for the episodes, which we'll go into in a minute. And we'll go into some of the details of what I think is going to happen with that. So, I don't think he's going to leave her. I don't think so. But I think there's some drama there. Probably in episode 14, we'll see some stuff happening with that. But in 15, I think they'll be together. Unless you've got the whole pillar of salt thing where maybe, it's a biblical reference possibly that maybe he'll turn around and see she'll turn to a pillar of salt. So maybe the whole thing will be destroyed. Maybe she'll die in the finale for Nick, which would be sad for him. But we'll see. I hope Luciana lives because I think she is a good character, even though I think probably most of the other characters from the Colonia are going to be killed off. It's just what I'm thinking. So then we have Travis, who's banging on the window and yells, Chris. We've got Brandon and Troy, I believe it is, and they look like they're in some trouble. One huge advantage that our main group has right now is they've let a lot of people into the hotel, and they've got the numbers. They've got better manpower. They've got a few men. It looks like Brandon and Troy are kind of worried. They're kind of in a bad spot. But Chris should be in there somewhere, and I don't see him, so I don't know exactly what's going on with that. Then we have Strand, who says, "Dear God," looks out the window, sees something. We don't know what. We don't know if it's the Narcos. We don't know maybe if they saw the lights or something. That could be really bad. We don't know if it's a zombie herd or something, having seen the lights or something, I don't know. Something like that, or maybe hear something and then head towards the hotel. We'll have to see, but either way, Strand is saying, "Dear God." So something's got his attention, and at the end of the promo, he says, "We need to run," and then there's a Jeep or something going through the gates. But we don't know, again, if that's actually him, because sometimes they'll clip it, and they'll change it, and they'll put something he says, and then they'll put some other group trying to get out of there through the gates with a car or something. So we don't know for sure. But the old rules of conduct no longer apply, Strand says. We have Madison who says, "Stop it." She's worried about something. So who's getting hurt? Is it Alicia? Is it Travis? We've got a scene where it looks like Chris or somebody else punching somebody. It might not be Chris. It could be somebody else. I'm really not sure. I don't know if it's Travis. I don't know if it's somebody else. I'm really confused at this point. I really have no idea. So it's pretty tricky for sure. And then we have Alicia, who's looking at some kind of light, which at first I thought was a helicopter. Now it looks like it's just on the ground level, so somebody's shining a light at her. Is it Brandon and this other group with Chris? Are we going to get a confrontation between her and Chris after they saw each other last, and they kind of went off separate ways because Chris was kind of losing his mind and stuff, and is a little bit controlling over her. Also, it's a really nice setup, because if you look back to the first season, there's like some weird parts where Chris is like checking her out and stuff, and it's weird, right? You've got her on the bike, right? You guys remember this part? She's on the bike, and Chris is there, and he's like smiling and stuff, and it's a little bit of a weird feel, right? You've got the part where they're in the house, and they're just kind of playing and having fun, and she's like trying something on in the mirror or something, and he's like looking at her, possibly in like an attracted, seductive type of manner. So that could be some great setup for what we could see happening in the finale, and what will Madison be prepared to do if Chris attacks her or something, or tries to take her, or something like this. It's definitely good stuff. I really like kind of all the build-up and what's happening with the drama of the family now disintegrating, and parts of them becoming the villains. Chris becoming a villain out of the main group, which I think is really well done. It's been a smooth transition, at least for me. It doesn't feel contrived, and I've liked it quite a bit to see Chris become the bad guy. So, and of course, I've done the death predictions video if you guys haven't seen that. Alicia is one of the top ones. I think Chris is too now, though. I think Chris would be like number 2. You could go with character deaths. Number 1, you could probably go Alicia, because she's had a lot of time, and there have been a lot of scenes with her and Madison sharing some dialogue and some feels, dad, suicide, this kind of deal. Chris would be number 2 for me. I really think that Chris could be killed off now, because he hasn't left kind of the show the way Daniel sort of had. I do think that maybe somebody will have to kill him. Could be Madison, could be Travis. It could be interesting to see. So, maybe we'll get a couple character deaths in this finale. But those 2 for me are the ones to watch right now, I think. Alejandro, characters like that, I would think probably be killed off in the finale. Luciana will be interesting to see, and you guys can write your predictions below for all of these characters. Who do you think is going to survive? Who do you think is going to be killed off? Certainly a tough call with no comic book series or anything to go by. Episode 14, Wrath. New refugees throw off Travis. Nick must decide if he should stay at the Colonia with Luciana or leave. I'm thinking he's going to stay with her, even if he goes out for a bit and comes back. We do know that the Narcos are going to attack. We can see that in the promo. They're attacking somebody. Is it the Colonia? You'd think so. Could it be the hotel? Well, I guess it's possible, right? Maybe they want to run because they're rolling in or something. Tough call, but it most likely probably be the Colonia. And I think they're going to take it. And I think that maybe Nick and Luciana are going to have to leave. And don't look back, Carl, that kind of thing. Just keep walking. Don't look back, Luciana. Just keep walking. So we'll see what happens with that. Should be good, though, either way. Should be exciting because you got the wall. Maybe Nick will get in there with the zombies and lead his brethren against the Narcos. I don't know. We'll see. It should be fun, though, either way. New refugees throw off Travis. So it'll be interesting to see what Travis does. Because Chris is there now, if Chris tries to take the place and they lose, what will Travis do? Will Travis try to spring him or something? Will he get up to some kind of negativity? And then Madison has to decide, you got to be with us or with your son. Which one is it going to be? He's not with you, so what are you going to do? This kind of deal. So it could be some really good drama there in episode 14, episode 15, when Travis's rage causes unrest at the hotel. Madison has to choose whether or not she will stand by him. Nick becomes leader of the Colonia as Narcos close in. So it looks like episode 15, the last half of next Sunday night, will probably be the big Colonia battle. And then leading up to there will be something crazy happening at the hotel. And then maybe them deciding to leave. Maybe the refugees they let in are going to try to take it over or something. And they'll have to be like, and Strand will be like, let's just get the hell out of here. It's chaos is ensuing. There's zombies closing in or something. We'll see, man. It should be really, really good stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I really like how they kind of snuck these tones into the show from earlier on that you wouldn't see at first glance. And now that we're seeing kind of Chris become this possible bad guy or villain, some really interesting kind of character conflicts here, possibly building up. So we'll see how they handle Chris and Travis. We'll see how they handle Travis. Will he still try to protect his son? We'll see how they handle Chris and Alicia. Will there be a confrontation? Will Chris try to take Alicia or something? As he's already been kind of possessive and controlling over her, seems within character for sure. So absolutely love it. Cannot wait to see. Really excited for this weekend for the double finale for Fear. Let me know what you guys think. Write your comments below. What are your predictions? Who do you think is going to survive? Who do you think is going to be killed off? I'm getting amped, getting ready. These are the episodes of Fear I love to see when they bring on big things in Fear. It's got some slower episodes. It has some episodes that not as much happens, but then it's got some big episodes like the season 1 finale, which are pretty incredible, and that's what I'm predicting and I'm expecting to see for Fear season 2. Should be great and should finish off Fear as a really great second season. Probably a lot better than the first season, considering it was only 6 episodes and the first 2 were a little slow. Let me know what you guys think. Write your comments below. Send me your questions for the Q&A, and that'll be it for this predictions video, guys. If you liked it, like it. You can also share. You got a Facebook? I know you do. Share it through and subscribe to the bottom left. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys again soon. For now, there's always just Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.